the definition of imposter syndrome is doubting your abilities and feeling like a fraud. It's sort of that internal feeling of not being good enough, being in a position where you feel like you don't belong. I started teaching yoga and meditation in the early mid 2000s. There weren't any teachers that looked like me, especially in LA. Going from East LA to the West Side, which is two completely different worlds. And now I'm put into this position of teaching something that I've learned and feeling like I don't deserve to be here. So I think part of what really helps us move out of that mindset is to ask yourself what your core beliefs are about yourself. What do you believe about you, right? And do you believe you're worthy of love as you are? Like, do you believe that you deserve what you have?
I will try to tell myself, you got this, Jen. Like I'm like doing the fighter dance. We got this, in my head. But honestly, I'll be honest, sometimes just the self-talk does not work for me.
For me, so I'm a couples and family therapist, and I'm divorced. And one of the things that felt so hard for me when I got divorced was feeling like, is anyone going to trust my judgment? Quote, if I can make this work.
Oh, I can
if I can't make this
how
work,
you might think that way.
Yeah. And I got so in my head about it. And the next day I got an email from somebody who had followed a post that I had done that was pretty vulnerable. And she said, I've been waiting for you. And your story is everything that I need. And because you've gone through this is the reason why I couldn't work with a therapist that had a 20-year marriage. I need to work with somebody who's been through it and can be relatable and to give hope. And so it was this huge lesson. I can get so in my head and feel like I have all the facts of this situation. And so I started looking instead of for reassurance, although I'm ready for a reassurance. I'm here for it if anyone wants to give me reassurance. But what I've learned is not to need that. What I need is perspective.
I'm so grateful you said that. I'm so grateful because everything you said about this idea, I help other people why they might think I can't help myself, or in the shame that may come with it, whatever it might be. And I so appreciate you even telling that to us because there's so much strength in that story, and it's helping me right now. And I'm so also inspired to know and see how you got through it. For us to know that when we feel that way about a certain situation, it's kind of like what you just said, it's not the end. It actually might be the beginning.
I feel like after listening to you, Juliana, I feel like, there's this way that, especially as women, especially as experts, that we're meant to perform in society, right? And when you don't perform at that level, people are like, you didn't meet my expectation of you. There's a particular kind of thing, culture around wellness. Most dietitians are younger white women. 97% of our entire field is white women. Just by being in my skin, I walk into these spaces where people question me being there. So one of the ways that I actually kind of work on that, interestingly enough, I'm going to go back to what Juliana said, is I think about spaces like this. You know what I mean? Where this is like a bucket filling activity to be in conversation with the four of you women, right? About these things that matter to us. And so I find that when I engage in things like that, it allows me to walk into spaces where I inherently feel uncomfortable. And I appreciate this,